in Discord.
Me okay? Mic check.
Hey. Mm-mm.
Nope.
I can sort of hear the roosters.
Yeah, I can hear it on the stream. It sounds like.
That's the short answer. Oh my god, it's so loud!
It's perfect. Ooh.
Yay.
Do it.
Oh shit. That looks nice. That's
And
very
I can't
clean.
see anything.
Why? You're not my real dad. Yay. Oh, that's sweet. Nice, dude. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Chat audio? Does he mean like us? Oh, they can't hear you.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I haven't actually said anything, so.
Same though.
Yeah, Cliff, I don't think that they can hear you. I think the rest of the chat is fine.
Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay, cool. Just to verify, Mr. Green, yes. Now there's double audio on other mics. Motherfunker.
Oh no.
So let's do. Okay, what about this?
Hello.
Better as in you're not hearing two voices from everybody else and you can hear me? No more double. Good.
Good, good.
Growing pains, guys. It's just growing pains. Okay, cool. So that happened. I have Fantasy Grounds open, I think. I do. Oh, just to make sure, chat. Can you hear the music? Get it, Maris. And then also, the nice thing about this is I can do a bunch of dumb stuff too. Like I could throw in like, this is a bad example, isn't it? Let's do this. I could throw in like a frog, people. For no other reason than I just can. But realistically, let's face it, this is the music we're listening to today. Okay.
You play that flute.
Dumb. Perfect.
That's Devian. That's not Meredith.
You did not miss the new intro, not yet. That's another thing we're gonna try to kick off here. Eventually. All right, so here's a new format I would like to run with this. We're gonna sit in this ugly window right here, which I will do something to pretty it up at some point. But we're gonna do this ugly window and get all the housekeeping items out of the way. We're gonna do recap, all that shit right here. Turn a little light on here so you can see my beautiful face better. We're gonna do all that shit right here, and then after recap's done, intro will roll. Intro will fade into the next scene, and then it'll look quasi-professional. Quasi. That's the most I can give you. So, with that being said, who would like to do recap?
I can do my best.
Do your best.
Okay.
Twice in a row.
So, after saving the child from Devian's bow, you know, all that stuff, we walked 2 days in the desert. I believe southwest of where we were, and we came across a cavern, specifically the Cavern of the Lost Souls, I believe it was called.
Yeah. The Tomb of
the
Forbidden
tomb.
Souls.
The Tomb of Lost Souls.
No, Tomb of Forbidden Souls.
Okay. We were walking around, and it was filled with a whole bunch of symbols and carvings on the walls, and it was very thematic. There were a couple symbols on altars in hallways that seemingly led to dead ends, and we came to a large room where we found some cultists that ran. Well, more specifically, Devian found some cultists that ran because he found them with his face after running off on his own. So we were on the other side of a wall, and after hearing the explosion from the door, Marith nervously played a tune to make everyone a little bit stronger, and they all ran towards the explosion. When we got there, Devian was pretty bloodied. It made Marith pretty sick. It was pretty funny for everybody but Marith. After the explosion of the door, and we, healed Devian up, made sure everyone was okay, we walked into this like large atrium that had a couple more altars and a couple symbols of note, one of which Marith wrote down in his journal. It is a symbol from an altar. It's like a shield with some sort of mallet on it, and also a couple words written on the wall that weren't in a language that anybody could understand but Devian. But he translated it, and Marith transcribed that into his journal as well, and it read, "That is not dead, which can eternal lie, and with strange aeons, even death may die." But it seemed almost incomplete. So that's something that we need to look into. So we continued out of this atrium in the only way that seemed possible, the only way that wasn't a dead end, and we came across another door that was barricaded from the other side. So while Vardrock and Balavar wailed on this door relentlessly, Marith polymorphed Devian into a small bug, a scarab beetle to be exact, and put him through the crack in the door where it was dented in from the heavy beating from these two large tanks. And Devian came back through after seeing that the cultists had set up an ambush and sat on his bird's head. However, Meredith couldn't understand what he was trying to tell him, so he let go of the polymorph and Devian crushed his bird. And it went up in black dust because it's not a natural bird, and Devian is just full of secrets, apparently. That's why his hair is so big. So Balavar and Vardrock finished breaking down the door. And Meredith kind of slid in there and cast a hypnotic pattern to distract anything that was in there, and he successfully did so for a couple of them. I think all but 2.
Yeah.
So those were taken out pretty quickly, and then we took out the rest of the cultists pretty quickly. But there was something else in the room that raised them all from the dead, and that is where we left off.
Very, very good. For your contribution, you get pee-pee.
Yay, pee-pee.
You get the pee-pee. Final little... thank you again. Final little housekeeping things. For you guys, again, as I said, feel free to interact at any time. Throw out suggestions, talk. If you want to do the formal interactions, just being in the chat, you earn Cliff Coins. Cliff Coins are my little in-chat currency, which you can use to buy... Actually, if anybody's in the chat, buy the table, the roll on the Table of Legends, just because I don't know if that alert works or not. I made it, and there's no way to test it until I'm live. Ah, it does work. Do you want to roll, or do you want me to refund you?
I'm rolling.
You're rolling? That's not a 100-sided die. It's just a 20-sided die.
20.
I don't even have a 36. 13. Cool. Okay. So yeah. So just like that, you can interact. And again, this is just from things you earn just from being here. And
I
then
choose sin.
You choose sin. And there are also additional interactions that you can do with donations or bits. Remember, everything that we do here, we do this all for free. So donations are not at all required, but they are definitely welcomed and appreciated. Players, remember that anything that you guys think that you want to do at any time, as long as it makes sense within the current scenario, like I said, I'm more than likely I will allow that. And I think that's it. Anything I miss, guys? Gal? Okay. So, with that being said...
New intro?
New
Yes.
intro.
Yeah.
The debut of the intro, and I might not have fucked this up.
Yeah.
There's potential that I did not fuck this up.
Stream crashes.
Shut your face. Your negative ass. All right, so with that being said, players, shut up, because I don't have a way to mute you yet, so whatever you say is going to go through the intro, and I don't want to ruin the first one. With that being said, let's see if it works.
Oh, shit.
Adventures from Amethil.
It worked, except for I didn't hear it. So hopefully you guys heard it. Well, the problem with a lot of the transitions is they don't, like, you don't hear it on your end, but the audience can sometimes hear it. So I hope that's how that worked, and you guys got to hear that. If not, if you didn't, let me know. I'll pull the fucking video up and play it, because that's just sweet.
I turned off my Zoom audio and then listened on stream, and I heard it all.
Perfect, cool.
Yep. Looks
Who is that
professional as
sexy
fuck.
Brit, right? To give credit where credit is due, the voiceover is by the lovely, the talented, the bearded Mr. Green, who is here. Mr. Green. Okay. And this is the new temporary overlay that I guarantee I will be changing.
Oh shit. My immersion.
Or Meredith has updated his.
Right. On fleek.
That's Bard after dark.
That's another thing I guess I should say is that if you are a subscriber, you can tell me what kind of sound file that you want, and when you talk in chat the first time on any day, you'll do what happened here with John and with Sin. So yeah. So let's kick it off with some creepy music. It seems really loud. Let's turn down the creepy music. We want it subtle. Subtle creepiness. Okay. So, you guys, I don't know if that's subtle enough. So you guys knocked 3 of the 4 children of Orcus, and then the weird gas-like creature that was over on the other side of the room kind of rushed through and laughed at you guys. It was like, you fools. Raises his arms up, and you see this purple light shoot through the ground, and as it does, you see their bodies like twist and kind of contort and snap back into a standing position. I'm really digging this music though, yeah. I'm not even gonna lie.
This used to be just a normal fight. Now it's some kind of horror show.
Right? Well, I mean, it kind of was before. I mean, I have a desert themed one, but like it doesn't have that. Just doesn't have that thing, you know.
I like the creepy.
Yeah, this is getting all the feels out of me.
We could do. No, where is it? No. Footsteps in sand. We can play that too. Get a little bit extra immersion into it. So yeah, so this creature comes over, raises those things, turns and looks at Reyna, and with this eerie smile, pulls its hand back with these giant 4 or 5 inch claws on it, and just swipes right at Reyna.
Oh my god.
Oh, what the hell was all that?
The effect that she had on you guys, she did not pass her Constitution save, and she didn't pass her second Constitution save.
God
So-
damn it, Reyna.
Within 10 feet of me, right?
What's that?
Yep, she's within 10 feet. She should have an additional 4 to her all her saves.
Did you select her when you casted it?
It's not selectable. It's always active. And I don't know if Fancy Grouse is going to have a way to factor that in.
Probably
but
not, no. So it's 4 to all saves?
Yes, it's my Constitution mod to all saves to myself and anyone within 10 feet who's friendly.
Okay, so let me just double check then. So for the hit, rolled a 17. And I don't know what her AC is offhand. Her
It
AC
still failed, but I just want to make sure it.
Right. No, I definitely want to make sure we're giving it a proper opportunity here. So, blue. AC is 16. So, if she gets a +4, then that would not have hit. And on the Constitution save, that would not have hit either.
Well, it doesn't buff the AC. Just
Oh,
saves.
okay.
Saves.
Okay, so the AC, then she did get hit.
She got hit, yeah.
And then the save versus Constitution she would have made then. Right? Yeah, okay.
Right.
So we'll take that away from her, so she's not getting that. And then let me make sure she's not got any effects on her. But she does not. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so you see the giant claws, and she just swipes right at her, and Reyna tries to scurry away from it, but with these animated bodies that just popped up by her, she just takes the brunt of the attack, just right across the chest. 20.
Can you is there a quick way to reapply the blessing effect on Balavar, Marith, and Vardrak?
She wouldn't have it. She actually got hit, so she rolled a 1 on that concentration check.
Oh, okay. I thought you said she made the concentration check.
No, I'm sorry. So there's 2 effects. There's actual poison effect associated with the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
That was a 13 out of she needed to hit 14. She hit 13. So that one with your thing, it did save against it.
Mm-hmm.
But the concentration check for the spells, she rolled a 1.
Gotcha. Okay.
So with her modifier and yours, it brought it up to 7.
Yeah.
All right. And as these creatures come to life, you see that they immediately start pouncing. And which one is 1? And it seems like as soon as this creature attacked, that they immediately shifted their focus. You could see their eyes like dart to Reyna. Hey, no yawning. Heard that. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. They have this too. Okay, didn't matter anyways. Yeah, I never claimed that these guys were warriors.
Combat masters.
Right.
Damn, Reyna.
I mean, it makes sense. They're just cultists. They're not really proficient.
You're not proficient.
Your mom's not proficient.
You don't know that. Oh, I like how the music came back all of a sudden.
Let's be on the stream.
No, you should be able to hear it. It's just real quiet right now.
Nope, got nothing unless I turn the stream volume back on.
So you guys aren't hearing this now?
Okay, now I can hear it.
Yeah.
I literally didn't change anything. There seems to be a pattern. All right. Now that the music's louder, you can hear it. I think is what it is. Okay, no, not that. And then so the one that was still alive that never actually died attempts to cast these spirit guardians, and actually, hold on, you should still actually take some damage from that. Cool, it worked right. All right. He casts these guardians, and as he does, you see these things start to swarm. And actually, I done messed up on this one because Marith should also be in the path of this. Right, Marith?
I succeeded.
You did, so you only took half damage. And then the one that was right by Devian that just raised almost immediately just turns and swings this mace and catches Devian completely off guard. And as Devian's kind of recoiling from that attack, you start to see all this purple matter swirling around, and you start seeing these like almost these humanoid-like figures, but they're really distorted, and it's just like purple energy just crawl from the ground. Your mount is still outside, right, John?
Yes.
All right, Devian, your turn.
All right. Let's see. Didn't you say there was a way to see how far that would be?
How far what would be? The movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you right-click, do pointer, and then drag the pointer, you'll be able to see it that way.
I don't think that's working for me.
So, where are you trying to go to?
Wait. Yeah, it's not working. Okay. Right there.
That's 25
Wait,
feet.
now I do it.
There you go.
How do I get rid of the pointer then?
Just don't worry about it. You take too damn long.
All right. Misty stepping right there. And Devian yells out, "We need to group up again. We're scattered."
That didn't sound like much of a yell.
And yeah, that's it. God damn.
Fire.
And why did it show that Reyna took no damage?
So she's a beast.
I mean, that may be true. But she still took 7 damage. There we go. Okay. So Reyna, after getting hit like that, she immediately casts Sanctuary on herself. If it'll let me click on. There you go. Or not? There we go, okay. And sends her spiritual weapon out after this thing. And Vardrak, you just see this mace just boom, like right to your left. You just see explosion of sand, just aerating, just. And she's like, "There's really no place for me to go right now. I'm surrounded." Vardrak.
Quick question. So for my little athletics bonus I got from the boat trip, what sort of formula do I add in here to make that work?
What was you got +1, was it? Or is it disadvantage?
Advantage. Is there a way to just always have it roll advantage?
That would be way too easy.
Okay.
That'd be way too much like right.
Alright. So I just gotta remember to do that. Okay. So
Hey Sin, roll me a d20.
That ain't good.
Okay, so with Vardrak's divine sense, what sort of what is he getting from this creature?
This creature is undead for sure.
Okay.
It's a very strange feeling of undeath that you get from this. Not like you're familiar with. It's not like it's like your run of the mill like skeleton or anything like that. You're getting a really weird feeling from this one.
Okay. And
And
then
if you,
I'm guessing those that he raised are also detecting as undead as well.
yeah, you're getting just a basic undead feeling off of them.
Okay.
But if you want to, you could do like a religion check to try to see if you can get more information on this specific type of creature.
Yes, that sounds like a smart idea. Oh.
20, that's it? Jeez. So, you've heard stories of creatures like this that most of the time are spoken of as like fables, and up until you walked into this room, you thought they were just stories that they told kids to scare them into being good. But these creatures are called Ashgaunts, and they are a very powerful, malicious spirit that is infested in a corpse, basically. They're like a wraith's evil cousin. They make wraiths seem good.
Damn.
And not only do they have the ability to raise the dead, but the rumors also say that they have the ability to transmit a curse onto people.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go for. Let's see. Gonna activate a third tier divine smite. I want you to take a look at something for me, please, under Divine Smite. The last sentence in the description, like for adding spell slots to it, the damage increases by 1d8 if the target is an undead or a fiend. Is that an additional d8 per spell slot?
No, it's just one additional.
Okay.
So with the way you do it, you can get up to an additional 5d8. And then if they're undead, you can get an additional on top of it, so up to 68.
Gotcha. All right. So base is 2d8, and if I'm doing spell slot 3, then that's 4, and then so that'll be 5d8 exactly then.
And I believe you should be able to do the same thing of dragging the die out and right-clicking until you see 8 of them.
Right.
Just make sure you target the right thing. Because if you miss target and hit Marith, I'm just going to let that damage fly.
Yeah, the only target it shows is Ashgon, so I think we're fine. All right. So, yeah, he's gonna go for it. Yeah, let's just see what happens here. So, I guess the blessing hammer really isn't gonna make much of a difference, but Let's see what happens. Wow, I'm gonna use 2 PP on that.
You sure?
Yes.
Use the PP.
Use the PP.
Alright, go ahead.
Maybe this time. That's a lot better.
What a
That's a
weird
little better.
dichotomy.
All right. So that's going to be the first hit. And okay, so I'm dragging out the weapon damage and just multiplying that.
Yeah, so drag click and drag the die out for the weapon damage, and then while you're holding left click, start hitting the right click until you see the 5 die.
Right. So that's not going to include the weapon damage, so I should actually roll 6 of these. Right?
No, it's going to include everything. It should,
Well,
unless
no.
it does something on top of it.
No, actually, it would be -2 because it's already going to put in the 2d8. Yeah. So that should be correct math. Because it just automatically does it at base level, and it doesn't factor in the extras. So if I factor in
So when you
the
drag it
extra-
out, is it showing 2 already?
Nope, just did 1.
Interesting, okay.
All right. So
Damn.
That's
Jesus
a lot of damage.
Christ.
Damn. Oh shit, it's Melissa.
what?
Melissa, what?
Hey.
It's a
I was
Melissa.
gonna see how long it took people to notice I was here.
I thought I'd let Cliff know because it fucked up his brain.
no. We're watching the intro again. That's what's happening right now.
Oh no, Bob, you get away from that computer.
Right there, Bob.
Adventures.
He's fine, guys.
Let me switch back over to this for 1 sec here. As I did not have this set up for a 5th person. Truth be told.
I'm
I didn't
only
expect.
minorly late. It did not run as late
It's
as last.
fine. It's
No, you did. You're perfect.
Yeah, you haven't missed a turn yet.
Cool,
Yeah,
'cause I'm
you
still
haven't,
making changes
actually.
to gowns. I'm currently updating.
Also, for disclosure purposes, you have greater invisibility on you.
Okay.
You can attack without losing it. It lasts for a full minute. Yes, you're welcome. Don't forget your fucking sneak dice. I swear to God, Melissa.
Hey. No metagaming.
Hey. Okay, God, I'm just helping out a fellow player.
Hey, no metagaming.
They're actually saying this. It's not metagame.
Yes,
Hey,
Meredith
Boxer,
is
don't
just, like,
forget your sneak
screaming
attack
across
dice.
the
What do you mean? I have daggers. What dice?
Your sneak attack daggers.
Meredith just like winks at you.
Alright.
Aha.
Right.
Someone fill me in real quick on what's going on since I, wasn't even here last week.
Slacker ass.
Sorry, I had work.
That's no
And I
excuse.
didn't punch a child like you told me to.
Right, exactly. You could have been here, but no.
That's okay. I didn't punch a child either.
Okay, so TLDR, we came into this cavern that's spoopy, and it's called the Temple of Forbidden Souls. There's lots of symbols and scrawlings on the wall everywhere. It's pretty creepy. It looks pretty old. There are cultists here, and
Cool.
also this thing that looks like a wraith, and it just raised like 4 cultists from the dead that we killed. So that's currently where we're at.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Oh, when you tried to attack it, your blades went right through it.
Fuck.
You guys are just gonna like completely skip over what happened at the village.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we ran into that
Oh, yeah,
child at the camp before we got
It's
here.
fine.
Yep, and I told you not to kill it. I may
Um,
not have been here, but I told you not to kill it.
Divian pointed his bow and arrow at the back of its head. Marith was like, no, and just did like a whole bunch of shit, maybe flailing and intervening and
Spell, flail.
And it worked perfectly.
It fucking did, apparently.
Divian, like after he finally like incapacitated Divian somehow with like a spell or something. I forgot what.
A laughing spell?
Hypnotic pattern.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
hypnotic
No,
pattern
wasn't
didn't
it
work.
Tasha's hideous
hideous laughter. Yeah.
then Divian called for Vardrak to kill the child, and Vardrak was like, basically, yeah, death has called for this child, and regardless of whether you save the child now or it has a few more days to live, the child's gonna die. And Man's like, it's not your call. And he's like, it's not my job. It's his job to kill the child.
You'll fucking die anyways.
So then
Comes for us all. Let it come for him. You are not death. And basically, is the gist of what Meredith said.
and then Meredith tells the child to run, and then so the child ran off into the desert, and Vardrak's like, okay, well, you saved this kid from a quick, painless death, and now he's gonna have a long, drawn-out one out in the desert with no food, water, shelter,
Dehydration, wild animals, poisonous plants.
You see his point. Yes.
To be fair,
Hold on, it gets better. Go ahead, John. What happened next, John?
Did you poison the kid?
What happened next, John?
What? Vardrak didn't do anything after that.
he set the entire flammable side of the village on fire.
Well, yeah, he burned the village down. Yes, fuck them. They're Orcus cultists.
I mean, you didn't burn down the temple, considering it wasn't flammable. But
It's not flammable. And
exactly.
He has nothing to destroy it with. If he had a siege weapon laying around, yes, he would have destroyed it.
Right. So what you're saying is there's a chance.
Sure.
Thank you.
Cult is left.
End of discussion.
A defenseless.
We can
child
leave it
behind.
there. There's a chance that he'll make it.
Sure. But yeah, that's where we're at.
And
Okay.
that was perfect amount of time that I needed to get this going here. So let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna
Also,
do
I'm gonna
this.
be eating on camera in like 10 minutes because I've only had a can of SpaghettiOs today. So there's a pizza in the oven for me. So
Okay,
I'm
no
gonna be
biggie.
that annoying person on stream.
No biggie. Just gotta realign these a little bit here because you can see like the black marks on the side and it's ugly. Wow, Alex, you were way the fuck off. I don't know how I managed that one. Alex wasn't like even in the realm of being in the correct location. Cool. Okay. So yeah. So, John, what's it look like when Vardrak cocks back with this swing with all of this craziness on it?
He sees basically what is happening here. He hits Reyna. She like cries out in pain, like her spells drop, and he sees like all the undead ones just kind of focus in on her, and he just this kind of fiery light aura covers him as few of the travelers have seen happen before. And he just turns and he just says, "She's still mine," and he just lays into this fucking thing right in the fucking head with everything he's got. The explosion of this reddish light comes out of it.
And as you do, you see its body you see this purple just almost like fill it, almost like a container filling up, but backwards from the top down. You see it turning to this purple, and then it just crumbles into dust.
All right, and then the one that swung at him before on his other side.
Yep.
He's still alive, and is there one other that's still alive, or the rest of them, or were they?
Everything's still alive. You notice that when that thing dropped, the creatures that it raised did not.
Okay. Well, I mean, the ones that were never raised, like they just never died.
There's
Like,
only
is
one dude that was, the guy below you.
Oh, fuck, that hit me.
No. The guy that hit you was raised.
But he did attempt to hit Vardrak, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he made a few swings.
Oh, that.
Actually, also, one thing I forgot to do is before you put this guy to an early demise, You guys are still standing within the realm of the spirit guardians.
Ooh.
So
Isn't it on his turn that they?
No, it's on the start of your turn. When he casts it, and then on the start of your turn.
Oh. Okay.
So take that 2 damage, bitch.
Ow.
Oh, Mike.
Oh no.
What a minor inconvenience.
You said the silence. What silence? Shit better not have fucking went silent.
No, I put myself on mute because I had to ask Bob a question.
Oh, okay.
It was about my food.
Where's my
Better not have
food,
gone
bitch?
silent.
Hey, you've given the chat a worry. Alright, so do what you go
I would
do,
never
John.
make the chat worry.
Melissa, you like the music?
I do like the music. It's very nifty. Sets the tone.
Although I think the sand thing is annoying it now, so I'm gonna turn that off.
One day it's just gonna be Minecraft music in the background.
Yes.
Minecraft music is dope, dude.
Yeah.
I could jam to Minecraft music.
He's with his second attack. He's just going to turn and like that glowing light turns more fiery around his hammer, and he is going to go for. Oh, real quick, Cliff.
Yeah.
We have changed the system since you made the smoldering warhammer. When he crits now, what happens?
What do you mean?
Because before, let me see if we put it in the description. Maybe it wasn't put in the description. But anytime I crit, like before, it would give me inspiration back. But we're not using inspiration system anymore.
Oh, I forgot all about that. A bear may choose to deal fire damage with the weapon. Not that one, right? Oh yeah, it is that one. Okay.
It is that one, yeah.
What do you think would be a good alternative?
Ooh.
You want to gain a PP back? Do you want to do like increased fire damage maybe?
Maybe.
That would be cool. You get a crit, bumps it up to a +2 for the rest of the round.
Well, how long would the plus damage last?
Just on that attack.
Yeah, we'll figure out later. Right now, he's just gonna come around and swing at this guy that hit at him with green flame blade.
So,
oh wait, hold on. I gotta see.
what are you doing?
Hold on. Oh, let me see if it actually hits first. I didn't. Nope, I missed. Okay, undo that 4 damage.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I forgot that the green.
No. Why are you
flame-
doing another 4 damage? What are you doing?
I didn't do that.
No.
That was you.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
forgot that the green flame blade is not a buff in the same way that the divine smite is. Like it actually is an attack. So. Yeah,
So you like swung at him, like you come down and you just smash into this ghost-like creature in front of you, and like its body turns to this dust almost like instantaneous as you hit it, and you just carry that forward momentum all the way around and spin to hit this guy, and like you telegraphed it so long that he was able to dodge out of the way of it.
and he is going to stay in his place. He's like, Balavar, protect her. He's gonna like gesture towards Reyna, and that's the end of my turn.
Ukto!
Ukudo.
Okay. I have absolutely no voice. Forgive me. I am going to move and then use my breath weapon to try to take out the 2 cultists that are to the south of the door.
Okay. And you know how to target, or you want me to do it?
I would like you to do it because I have no idea how my breath weapon works.
Okay.
I think it's a cone
Because,
attack.
because that's a thing, Cliff. That's a you thing, not a me thing. We talked about this.
Alex,
Oh,
you
yeah,
sound like
yeah,
me
yeah,
2 days
yeah.
ago.
Yeah. I gotcha.
I was sick, and then I went to LARP. Forgive me, friends.
How dare you?
Yeah.
I don't even have your breath weapon on here.
But I have one.
No, I'm saying I don't have it added on here. That's a my issue, like you said. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, so 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus. It's the same as like your caster, so it's just like you're casting a spell almost.
Cool.
So your Constitution modifier is what? +3, and your proficiency bonus is +7. So 18 is what your DC is. It's pretty damn good, actually. And oddly enough, it's the same as your AC. So we'll have both of these dudes roll a, what's it have to be? So it has to be a dex save that they need to make. So
Sounds
this
good.
guy definitely did not make the dex save. And this guy almost did. Wait, why does it say auto fail?
Auto fail.
How was a 9 an auto fail?
These aren't the most acrobatic priests.
No, not at all.
Tiamat loves me.
He said it says he's unconscious. That's probably why.
Oh, yeah.
That would make sense.
There we go.
If he would have made that,
He's not unconscious though. Apparently, because of how we ended it yesterday, last week, as they were being resurrected, I did not. Oh fuck! So that means that any kind of attacks that you guys did on these guys would have been auto fails. Has anybody attacked these guys at all? No, this is the first attack towards them.
Yeah, I
Cool,
think that was
okay.
the first attack to the cultists.
Yeah, it's a minor little thing. So, and you get to do 3d6 damage. So, do you want to roll 3d6, or do you want me to roll it for you?
I will take care of.
Okay, 3d6. And that is the damage you do.
Sorry, I'm on a tablet and it freaks out when I try to switch windows.
It's okay. Let's add the more unsettling ambience instead of the music.
All right, 8 damage.
Okay, perfect. So we will take that 8 damage and smack that motherfucker in the face with it. Boop. Or are you not gonna let me do this now? Don't be this way to me. There we go. There. I can't tell. It's not saying that it did it. Who is this guy? This is 4. It did not do it. So
It just
we're just
hates
gonna.
me.
we're just gonna go ahead and pop that in there automatically. And 3, what do you got? 8 damage. Ooh, okay. So as you do it, you guys just see Ukto run in there, and she like runs so fast, she like almost overruns her area. She stops and she slides a little bit through the sand, and she just lets out this roar. And as she does, you just see just this arc of lightning just come out of her mouth and hit the one right in front of you, Vardrak, and then it just arcs over and chains to the other guy. And you just hear this crackle of lightning just rip through both of them.
Noise.
And hey, Vakta.
Yay!
Sneak dice.
Hey.
Wow,
hey,
subtle.
Hey.
Subtle. Yeah, I was looking at sneak attack to see if it has to be with a melee weapon.
Yes, it does.
No, finesse or ranged weapon. I didn't write that part down in my little index card. You think I'm joking, guys? I got tired of forgetting everything. It's taped to my monitor and it stays there. It's left a tape residue. Oh no. No, not the new. Aww.
Mistakes were made.
We won't tell Bob.
He
I
can
will.
probably hear me. I don't know. He's getting my food right now. I'm hoping he can't hear me. He can totally hear me. It's not on the display. It's just on the edge. I'm not dumb. I'm just a little stupid. And blonde. Okay. Do I want to get close to these fuckers? Not really. How far am I? No. Hey, what are you doing? Well, the one thing I never remember is if I have to roll the sneak attack before or after the attack.
Attack first to see if you hit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sneak attack's a part of your damage.
Semantics.
No. That is a hit.
Yes.
Barely, but I mean, it'll do, I guess.
Hey. It's... And... that.
Hey.
You haven't rolled your sneak
Okay,
attack
it
yet, right?
didn't... No. I thought I was supposed to roll with it, and it didn't. I don't think I ever set this up right. I think we were going to figure it out and then never did.
On a side note, Ukto, your breath weapon is now properly added to your character.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey Cliff, do you want me to roll the 4d6? Because it didn't, even though it looked like it should have.
I mean, you broke it.
I don't... It's never worked right, and I did it exactly as you told me.
I mean,
I'm rolling 4d6.
I mean, whatever you think you need to do. So which one are you hitting? Oh, you're hitting the bottom dude. Okay, I see the little doohickey on him. So another 19 damage to him.
Yep. There's a little short bow, just ding. Food.
So you guys just hear the sound of like wood on felt, and you hear just through the air, and all of a sudden you just see this arrow stick in this guy's neck, and like he's still recovering from this arc of lightning striking him, and all of a sudden there's just this arrow in his neck, and you just hear him like, and he just drops and then just falls. Boom, done.
Murder.
Why did the music just get so crazy?
Usually that means bad things, Cliff.
Gotta calm that shit down. Anything else you want to do on your turn, since how you are, still invisible?
Yeah, I'll sneak walk down here too, just to get a better aim at the other guy.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for stealth, even though I'm invisible?
I mean, I could be a dick and do that, but no, you're good.
I mean, I have footsteps.
You do
Unless
have
it's-
footsteps. But I'm not
Okay.
really too worried about this right here.
Awesome.
Right. I look at the guy above Reyna.
Before you do that, though, like, you just
oh,
get
yeah.
this weird feeling of fear
Oh.
rushing over you.
Oh, no. Okay. I rolled a 20.
Alright, you're good. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
Cool. This guy next to Reyna.
Yeah.
I look at him and Marith. He extends one hand as he reaches for his loot in the other, and you see like this sort of magic warp around it, and he seems to make eye contact with this being, as this cultist's gaze is almost like brought over to his, and they make eye contact, and Marith kind of says in like a low tone, despite flesh as cold as winter, you'll feel the psychic splinter creeping through your mind. You are left running blind, and I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on him. So I guess it would be roll 4.
One neat thing about this music is that I can like download different sound packs like while we're here and just always have shit ready to go.
He takes the 3d6 and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me. Reyna would get an attack of opportunity as well.
Does it say specifically that she would? Because if they're anything like a fear or anything that forces them out of the way, it does not trigger the attack of opportunity. Only if they're moving out on their own volition.
Sure. That's fine.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You're right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Anything else you want to do?
I would like to use my bonus action
Okay.
to use Mantle of Inspiration, and I'm going to target Reyna, Devian, Balabar. Can I target myself?
Yeah.
Okay, myself. And Ukto. And that is my song. I take on a wondrous appearance. And I'm now down to 3 Bardic Inspiration die.
Oh no.
Here's the sound. Can you guys hear that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Alright. And like Balavar just runs over like without even like stopping, like all in one fluid motion. He runs and he just cleaves at this guy.
Oh, that's not good.
Every time he's not here.
He got really pumped by the music and then really distracted.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if you guys can see this mark on here.
Yeah.
That's where his weapon is at. But doesn't even slow him down. Like, as he swings and he flies out, he just immediately grabs the other warhammer that's on his belt. Or I'm sorry, the hand axe that's on his belt. And he just cleaves at it. And like as he does, like I said, he comes through, he swings, he does like and just catches this guy right off guard. And then he kind of cocks back, swings the other way, and as he does, he loses his grip. And in the same motion, he just reaches with his left hand, grabs his hatchet on the belt, and he just sticks it right in the guy's throat. Just. And this guy, he's not doing so hot.
Everyone else needs to resolve their movement. If they
Before
would
him,
like
you
to.
said?
Yeah, this as a reaction to my Mantle of Inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys want to move anywhere, feel free to.
So I believe the people who haven't moved, I just saw Devian move, so it would be Reyna and Ukto have opportunity to
No,
leave
Reyna's
without
definitely not going
provoking
anywhere.
attack of opportunity. Yeah. Well, Ukto can move without provoking an attack.
Oh shit. We already got 5 retweets on this too.
Oh shit.
So we have
Damn.
triggered a community event. I'm not even gonna bother to update it. If we get 5 more, we'll get another one. And I know exactly what that community event will be, so we'll wait till after the battle resolves.
Is Belivar's weapon broken again? Yes or no?
No. We're not doing that. It is not what we're doing.
I think Ukto moved.
Yeah,
I did
I seen
indeed.
Okay.
All right, so everybody at this point should be good where they need to be at, right?
Yep.
All right. Bear with me 1 second.
Roar.
What's that?
I said roar. You said bear with me, and I said roar because bears.
Like a
roar.
bear, like
Never
the
mind.
animal. I got you. I'm fucking picking up what you're putting down. God damn it! I cleared my cache, and I can't find the site that I was looking at earlier.
We'll be right back.
All right. John, what'd you fucking do with it?
Do with what?
You know. You know what you did.
Sure.
All right. So this guy runs out into this room. You hear the door shut behind, and you hear a latch sound. And this guy is still incapacitated from the hypnotic pattern. I don't know. Is there something I gotta save every time with this? I guess I will look that up, since how our bard is not here. Spell ends for a creature if they take damage, or if someone uses an action to swap it out of the trance. Oh, okay. So this dude is just in a trance. So he's incapacitated. So Devian, it is your turn. Right?
Oh, that guy didn't run out of the room. Huh. What the hell can I do right here in the middle of nowhere?
Whatever you want.
Go get that one, Divian.
Guess I'm just gonna move all the way up to this door. And that's it.
All right. And I don't know how many spells Reyna's supposed to have left.
I think she sent it in the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
Did she?
She said 3 tier 2 slots, 3 tier 3s, 2 tier 4s, and 1 tier 5 left.
So she has all her high shit left.
Yep.
All right.
Came back.
Reyna just calls out to you guys. Let's finish this one off here, and then everybody gather around.
Fuck.
She's not doing anything yet. She's just calling you guys around.
Can't you guys come over here?
I mean, I'm sure they could.
This one is supposed to be under a spell, right?
He's just incapacitated. His spell is he's fucking sleeping.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't assume that gives him too great of defenses.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go ahead and give you some PP. I'll give you a PP for 2 crits. But you got to give me a D20.
Okay.
This poor guy.
All right, so this guy, so Kian, when you put this guy in the hypnotic pattern, what does he do?
I mean, if we're going by the book description,
No. We're going by your description.
Oh, by my description. I don't know. I would say it would be like almost similar to, you know how in the Jungle Book when Mowgli is like hypnotized by Kaa. It's kind of like that, facial expression wise, or they're like, duh. They're just kind of like they're almost like they're staring through anything that might be in front of them. They're like staring into space and not anything in particular in their surroundings, I guess.
So he's still standing there, and he's just in this like daze then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just looking through everyone.
Right, he's like zoned out.
Okay. All right, John. So this guy is just dazed, just standing there, like basically looking at Marith, probably in like some form of admiration and everything. How do you do this?
It's like there's just no fucks given with Vardrock right now. Like he like actually like twirls the handle of his hammer in his hand, so like the head of it like spins a few times before he gets like a snapping grip on it, and just comes around and just from the side of his head just bam.
It's good to do the guy like that, huh?
Right in front of Mara.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Marith may have a little bit of that guy on him now.
Oh, I know. I'm preparing.
I'll leave that to Cliff's discretion.
So, I mean, if I can describe what he does, like, he'll kind of, he sees it. He turns his head just in time as he's putting away his loot, and he starts to like recoil. And he like pulls his loot back up and kind of like tries to block his face.
I just picture him looking at Vardrock and looking at that guy like, oh shit.
Right, exactly.
just full of self-confidence and shit, like after like, all right, yeah, I just made that dude run away. I just got this guy just chilling here, and he like turns and looks and like.
This moment, he knew he had fucked up.
So yeah, this dude just gets cracked, and like his face just, and his head just into the wall next to him. And then he's standing there for a second, and he just boom falls forward, and his head hits right in front of Marith's feet.
He like backs up as fast as he can. So I'm gonna say like, no, not you. Just like backpedals all the way back there.
No.
No. You.
So yeah. So that dude's just there at your feet now. And Raina's like, all right, head count. Who's hurt?
I'm fine. Aside from a little blood on my cheek. It's on my cheek, isn't it? It's on my cheek. He grabs like a small piece of linen out of his bag and like wipes off his face.
Just a little.
Cliff, what is it with you and everything landing just on the lip?
Just.
You have a thing for that.
I have a thing for being able to gross people out. It's great. So yeah, she's like, nobody? Is nobody hurt?
I don't think Devian can hear that. He's like checking with the door.
Vardrag
like
is
yelling
kinda
it.
Like he turns and looks at Raina, and it's like he doesn't seem like his normal self. Like he's usually like amped up for battle and shit like that, but there's just like this coldness in his eyes. And then he just turns back and starts like grabbing up the corpses of these cultists and starts throwing them in the pile that used to be their master or whatever.
All right.
Are there any remains of that thing?
There's rags of like the clothing that it had on. And then there's just dust.
Okay.
And once he has all the bodies there, he's going to do a bonfire right on that spot.
So you plan on burning all the corpses?
Yep.
You fucked up.
I'm going to look around the room for any like more inscribed like language that we saw in the other room. Anything similar to that, so I'm gonna roll a perception.
That's not what I meant to do.
That's the same thing I was gonna do, is look around for religious stuff. That's why I rolled the perception ahead of time.
Well,
Less focused on the arcane, more focused on the divine. Anything I can find out about the cult, what they value, so on and so forth.
In this room, you guys really don't see a lot. Like, you guys see on the westernmost area, that the ceiling has caved in and the sands of the desert are poured into this room. And you see that there are some what appear to be coffins or sarcophagi in this room. There are 4 of them that you can clearly see that are unburied, and there may be some that are underneath the sand, but the sand literally goes up to the ceiling in that corner. So like in this area over here, the sand is actually like piling up to the ceiling, and it's, you know, spilling down from there.
How disturbed do these tombs look?
All the sarcophagi look closed except for one, which is who was the first in the room? Devian.
Yeah.
Where these guys were standing at, when you. Oh wait, no, you wouldn't have seen that anyways. Where the wraith thing was at the Ashgaunt. When you guys first walked in, that is an open sarcophagus.
Merith pulls out his journal and begins scrawling in it.
And as far as what else you guys see here, through taking a further survey of the room, the door that Devian is standing by is a good quality wooden door that you could tell it's been there forever, but it doesn't really seem like it's worn of time. It still is a really good quality. And then up above that, to the east of where Merith is at, you see that there is another wooden door of similar quality to it. Both of them are much nicer than the previous doors that you've seen in here. So you get the idea that maybe the room that they're leading to is of some sort of better status than the previous areas that you were.
What were you rolling before to check for traps on doors?
You do just a plain dex check, I believe. Let me check real quick to make sure I ain't fibbins. No, I lied. It's just perception check. So, as you start searching through this door, and you're rubbing like your fingers across like the cracks and across the bottom, as you run your finger across the top, you feel that there's this little, it just feels like a tiny little piece of metal, that's kind of bound to something that you can't tell. And as you touch it with your hand, you see this blade just come down and shing, shing, back up.
Okay. Seeing that, I'm pretty sure I take a step back or two. What would I need to roll to disarm this?
Do you have any thieves' tool or anything?
Doesn't sound like something I would have.
Okay.
Go get Facta.
Roll an investigation check to see if you know how to disarm this.
He knows exactly how to start this.
Yes. Yeah, you think based on how you triggered it, you think you know what to do.
You got this.
Alright, Devian kind of looks back at the group. There's a trap on this door. I think I know how to disarm it. I'm going to go for it. And he starts walking towards it.
Everybody's just watching, like.
Yeah, I was going to say shit.
I'm gonna run over there.
Are you gonna say anything, or are you just running over there?
I'm screaming, wait.
I want to see this.
Okay.
Hold the fuck up. Am I still invisible? Has it been a minute yet?
Yeah, we'll say it's been a minute now that combat's over.
Yeah, no, I'm screaming, wait, and running the fuck over there. Just right now, stop. Do
Wait,
not.
No.
Oh.
He isn't ready.
Can't shoot a bow and arrow with one hand, guys.
You could try though.
Really, I think it's gonna work.
You need to use the bow with your legs.
Yeah.
You just shoot it with your feet.
You just grab the string with your teeth, and you just put the wood part on your feet, and you just pull back, and you let go.
Just do a one-handed handstand and shoot the bow with your feet. It's that simple.
This is our archer. We call him Hawkeye. He never misses.
You guys hurt me.
So as you're walking up to the door and you're like reaching towards where you felt that little trigger, you hear Vakta behind you like, wait, no, wait!
He said, huh?
Oh my god. Just let me do it.
All right.
Get out of the way.
It's like pushing him.
Like, stop.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check to see if you know how to do this.
Artha's gonna like start walking
Okay.
over here.
I
do
have
get the
advantage
+1.
on that because I have the dungeon delver feat. Just letting you know.
Don't you get +1 on investigation checks too?
Yeah, because of that. One of my items. I don't remember which
So
one.
make sure you put a 1 where it says 0 modifier on the left-hand side right next to advantage, and click advantage.
Did that, and
Still give you a nat 1
investigation.
somehow.
Probably.
An 11 and a 12, that's pretty good.
Not awful.
So Devian
So,
points
16.
to where it's at and is like, it's up there. And you kind of look at where he was pointing at, and you can see the little thing. So go ahead and you have proficiency with thieves' tools, right?
I do.
So go ahead and roll. What is it, a sleight of hand? I believe it is.
I think so.
Actually, it just says a dex check, so you can just do straight dex.
I think I'll do sleight of hand
Okay.
because I'm at least proficient in that. Why not? Hey. Wow, that was awful. I rolled an 8, but plus the modifier 16, guys.
Let me see here. Jesus, could they make this text any fucking bigger? Thieves' tool. This set of tool includes a small file, a set of lockpicks, a small mirror mounted on a metal handle, a set of narrow-bladed scissors, and a pair of pliers. Proficiency with these tools lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability check you make to disarm this trap or open locks. So you would have been able to add your proficiency anyways to your dex roll. The more you know. So, with that being said, you disable it just fine.
Okay. I was saying, if it goes off, then Dungeon Delver, I can get a saving throw and resisting it.
Davian's fucked.
And
though.
advantage to that saving throw to resist it.
Yeah, you guys are
This
you guys are just like listening, and you see her fiddling around. All of a sudden, it's just like you see the blade just come down to a halt and smash against the side, and it's just sitting there.
I know what I'm doing. Clip the red wire.
So you guys were I seen Marith skidding all about the room. What were you doing exactly?
Oh, he's like looking around the room, and when he saw Vakcha go over to the door and like yell at Devian to stop, he kind of like sauntered over and is just observing.
Okay. What's everybody else been doing?
Vardrak has been just emotionlessly like looking at the fire of these corpses and almost not even blinking.
Where did you put the corpses?
On the square between him and Reyna.
Oh, geez, you guys are just wafting in the scent of burning body. Smells good. Smells good. Okay, and has anybody else been doing anything else? Do you guys think that
Balavar and check for secret doors?
Balavar, pretty sure Balavar picked up his weapon.
Well, he did pick up the gun for sure. Do you think that he would open sarcophagi?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah, I can.
Really?
Alright. I was hoping for another 7.
5.
4.
Oh, 4.
All right. Everybody, go ahead and give me a D10 roll. All right. So, Devian, you found 400 gold pieces.
Holy shit, that's a lot more than 10.
Add it to your thing. Ukto, you found 130 gold pieces. Marith, you found 100 gold pieces.
Wow.
Vakta, you found 110 gold pieces.
Aw.
Aw.
I mean, it's not 400.
Balavar found 100. Fuck is Balavar's money at? All right, there you go. And John found nothing. No, I'm joking. It's 130 for John.
And the remains of the.
Oh,
fire.
and I didn't roll Reyna. And Reyna got 130 as well. Figured
Super
I'd do it
quick
that way then. Trying to
logistics question. Because it does not state in the spell, how many dead bodies does funerary rites, as per the spell, ceremonies hit?
the spell ceremony?
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like we're about to run into more rooms with lots of dead bodies, and having a spell that says no, you can't raise them unless you use a wish is kind of helpful.
It says you touch one corpse.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This one's dead, and get over here and touch it.
This one's dead and looks slightly fancier than the others. Touch that one.
Oh, maybe I don't have it prepared right now. Yep, that's what it is.
Alright, Vakta, did you disarm the trap? Is it safe to open?
Yes.
I'm trusting you.
Good. Yes, trust me. I would never lead you into danger. Send Vardrak through first.
I mean,
Just in
you can
case.
see the blade like suspended. Like you'll have to duck to get under this blade. And you
I
get
didn't
the
time
idea,
it well.
You get the idea that
But
like
it's
if you were to
dumb.
walk under that and that thing would have triggered, it would have hit you right in the head.
Oh. Alright, going
What are
into
you
the
guys
next
doing?
room.
Ooh, that door opening.
I'm
Hey.
following him through.
So as you walk into this room, you see that this room is laid out with like a carpet running from like the south to the north, like a runner all the way up. And there's like nice like engraved pillars in this room.
I'm immediately searching the room and checking for any nooks, crannies, secret doors. Like, I'm all about this. This looks fancy. Let's see what's here.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna check on my Dungeon Delver feat first because I can't remember if that gets. But for Dungeon Delver, I have advantage on perception checks for specifically secret door checks.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want me to do 2 perception, 1 for just see what's here, and 1 for secret doors. If you want me to just
You could just roll perception with advantage because it tells me what both rolls are, so it's fine.
Awesome. Okay. And look at me knowing my shit.
Right?
Yay! I'm not normal. I've had caffeine.
So
I'm really tired.
through looking at this room, there's a few things that you notice. So you notice that to the south of this room, there is an open archway, and you can see that there's another room. But from the vantage point, unless you were to actually go in there, you can't really tell what's in there. To the north, you see that there is a large stone door. You don't see any hidden doors. But you do notice as you're looking around that there are several square holes cut into the north and east walls. And the south and west walls have been engraved with strange symbols.
I'm gonna go peek through one of the north wall holes. Do you want me to roll stealth for that, or?
That's up to you.
I'm only stealth because there could be something there.
In the hole that you're looking at, you see that there is a candle that has been burned down to basically nothing. And you see that there are 3 silver pieces around it.
Is it just like silver coins, or is it random like silver engraved pieces of things?
It's silver coins.
I'm taking them. I'm gonna see if it's trapped. Like I'm looking around to see if it's just a hole, but then I'm taking them.
You don't notice any traps.
Cool. I'm taking 3 silver.
Go ahead and add that 3 silver to your inventory.
And then I'm gonna
bitch.
check the rest of the holes.
You scantless bitch.
Money.
Popped up with a stick.
Is everyone else following us into the room?
Do I find any other silver? Or gold?
Go ahead and give me a D10.
Alex, is Ukto performing the ceremony, or did she leave?
I think she was waiting on, like, to use it on a different creature, not the ones that you burned already.
Yeah, it was a clarification because the PDF thing that I have didn't specify how many. It just said touch.
Okay. All right. If it looks like there's pretty much nothing left of these, then he will start heading into the next room.
Okay. Go ahead.
While he's doing that, he's going to telepathically reach out to Asha and ask her if everything's okay out there.
They killed the camel.
There's blood everywhere.
Nope.
Like there's too many.
She reports back that that she hasn't seen anybody come in or out since you guys went in there.
All right, and he's just gonna tell her if anything looks suspicious or she sees any movement, get her ass inside immediately.
She's like 10-4. Roger that, good buddy.
As soon as Devian sees Marith walk into the room, he's gonna like gesture him to follow him, and I'm gonna go look at those symbols on the pillars.
Okay. Vakta, through her scantless robbing of a temple, managed to find an additional 15 silver pieces.
Yeah.
They worship Orcus. Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't.
What was that?
Cough, cough. No, they don't. Cough.
Worshiping nothing anymore.
It ain't my god. I don't care.
So you guys are seeing these symbols carved on the wall on the southwest walls here. And Marith, you're seeing a lot of familiar symbols from the altars that you've seen out in the previous hallway. Feel free to do any sort of Arcana religious checks if you want to.
Gonna try knowledge religion.
Do you have proficiency in either of those, Debian?
No.
Okay. Can he assist me?
Yeah, he can. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I'm like.
Go ahead and do it
kinda-
with advantage.
Okay. So with advantage.
Knowledge religion.
I know all.
After rolling nothing but ones last game.
Be right back.
So from the Arcana checks that you see, from your Arcana check, what you see. Melissa's in the chat. That's so good. So you notice that alongside the symbols that you just couldn't recognize out from the hallway, that you're seeing also some spells that look like they're spells of protection. Either to keep things from getting in or to keep things from getting out. Ukto, from your religion check, looking over some of these symbols, one of them stands out to you that you recognize as being dedicated to the Ebon Riders. Which is a group of basically blades for hire that hundreds of years ago reached such a level of infamy that they were almost worshipped for their just absolute destruction and their just non-discretive murdering capabilities. Most notably, you know of stories of the Black Dragon, which was a name given to the leader of the Ebon Riders, who was this dwarf that, from all the stories you heard, was one of, if not the fiercest mortal combatants to ever walk the face of the material plane.
I'm gonna keep that last part, what with the fiercest mortal combatant on the mortal plane, to myself. So we don't start smashing sarcophagi. Something. I'll show you who's the best combatant on the mortal plane. Something. Vardrock.
Do you tell us the name of the organization?
Before I relay any information in regards to this, looking around the room, does this look like a funerary chamber for them, or more of a ceremonial chamber, or a little bit of both?
This one looks like a ceremonial chamber, and you get the feeling from the way that this is laid out, how there's like offerings on the north eastern side. That the door to the north leads to some sort of like a burial chamber or something like that.
Okay. Would I have seen the taking of the coins from the little altars?
Probably not. You can give me a perception check to see if you did.
On
But
it.
I'm guessing you did not though. You did not. Was that perception?
No, that was just a regular D20 because I am a dingus and forget what I am doing.
It's okay. So
It
perception would have
would've-
been +4, so it would have been an 8. You did not see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not gonna be very high. I am gonna look around the room though. I will relay the information that this is most likely a ceremonial chamber for the Ebon Riders. And we should probably not take anything from this room because people who like money in life tend to also like money in death. And yeah, I'm gonna go put some of these coins back.
Sorry, what did you say this was a ceremonial chamber for?
The Ebon Riders, a group of fearsome blades for hire, known and nearly worshipped for their rampant destruction.
Devian bolts to the top of the room, panicking almost, and says, "We need to get there. We need to find out what these people will have, if they have the book or not. Because if they have the Necronomicon, they are going to try to raise these warriors."
Battens, you said, Ukto?
What you say?
I did say combatants. Yes, indeed.
How good of a
Marith
job.
is like furiously scrawling in his journal, and he like shuts it with an audible like clap of the book, and he kind of like hurries over.
How fierce of warriors are we talking here? He looks intrigued.
If you guys want to, feel free to give me history checks. And Devian, what was your perception check for?
The door.
Okay.
A lot of shit today.
So Ukto,
Yes.
what are you telling Vardrak?
I am informing him that they were exceptionally fearsome warriors, feared and to the point of nearly being worshipped. That I agree this is something that we should attempt to nip in the bud as quickly as possible to avoid us having a great problem on our hands. I also let the group know, let's keep an eye out for any particularly ornate burial sites. As it's probably been a long time since anyone properly worshipped at this location, and it seems fitting to perform funerary rites.
Were you that's not really deceiving though. Were you trying to persuade them?
No, I'm trying to lie and be like, I totally don't know that this guy is the most fearsome warrior on the mortal plane.
Okay.
Not sure if it's required. I just am guessing that it might have been, and seeing as it's really hard for me to switch between screens, it's just going to do that preemptively.
Okay, no, that's not a problem. John, give me a perception check.
Do we have music right now?
We don't. It stopped looping. Wait, no, not that. Hold on.
Pulls out his bard.
I got you.
Hold on.
You guys are having this conversation. You just hear the music start playing. You just look over Maris like, what? I don't like quiet rooms. So you totally believe everything Ukto told you.
Each, like keyword like exceptional and worshipped, and like you see him like standing up like straighter somehow, and like just like starts cracking his neck and like rotating his arm like he's like prepping for a fight.
So everybody but Devian, you would all know a little bit about the Ebon Riders. Like, you've heard stories about this. And you would know that they were fierce warriors, but no one's heard of the Ebon Riders in centuries. So with Ukto telling you guys that they were fierce warriors and everything, it refreshes your memory a little bit. Like, no, I've heard of these guys before. But you wouldn't know anything like specific about the leader or anything like that.
So I am very much intrigued. We do have to stay the course. We must find that book first. So he's gonna head over to where Devian is standing.
Well, I'll stop near Vakta.
Yeah, in this whole time, Divian's been looking at this door, just trying to figure out, like, is it trapped? Is it not?
Want me to check? It's okay.
You should probably let her check.
He rolled a 29, you fucking
I know.
asshole. Rude as fuck. It did not seem like it was trapped. But it does appear to be locked.
What kind of door is it?
It's a giant stone door, and it has a circular like keyhole in the center that looks like it takes some sort of a gemstone, or it would have to be like a really, really large key for it.
The door is not locked. I searched over it extensively. Vakta, you know anything that can open this, or can you open this? There's some weird thing in the middle of the door.
Does it look like something that can be lockpicks?
Give me an investigation check.
Give it what?
Investigation.
Do, do, do.
With advantage and plus
meantime-
1.
Can I kind of like? I want to look around the room. Is this door over here? Is this open?
Yeah, that's just
Yeah,
an archway into the southern room there.
Oh. Hey guys, have we been over here?
We have not.
This
Just calling back like no.
this is open.
But door.
Yeah, but this is open.
Devian's gonna like hurriedly follow him so he doesn't get ambushed alone, and as he's walking, like, yell if you make progress with the door.
Vakta, you feel like you're like, yeah, I could pick this.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that's sleight of hand, I believe.
Scouts first. Maybe like he follows behind you.
What do you do?
Aren't you supposed to? Okay. Aren't you supposed to do it with advantage or no?
I
Does
mean,
your
I can roll a second time.
Well, does your dungeon delver give you that? I'm asking you.
I don't think it does with lock picking, but let me double check.
No.
It does not have anything about lock picking in that feat.
Okay. So you don't you fumble with it a little bit and you give up after a few. Like it doesn't seem like the lock mechanism on this is like a normal lock. Like you were able to get like some of the tumblers to click and you felt like you almost had it open, but you just couldn't get it at that last, like the last oomph you needed to get that unlocked. In doing so, though, you could hear what sounded like some repetitive talking or like chanting coming from the other side of the door.
I'm gonna turn around to Vardrock and be like, there's chanting on, like, through this, and I can't get it completely open.
He turns around. Devian, we need you to slip under the door over here. They're chanting something.
I rolled a perception check when I like peeked around in here. Is there anything that I see?
Yeah,
Wanna
so
assist? Damn it, you already rolled.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
this room looks like it was a very formal room. You see that there is a giant iron chandelier that hangs in the center of the room. You see that on the west wall, there's more writing in those big letters like in the first room that you went into. And on the southernmost wall, you notice it is completely lined with a very thick drapery.
Vardrock, can you see inside the room?
He turns back to glance at this stone door. Does it seem to be any sort of opening, creases?
I couldn't undo the lock. So.
It does not. This is like a huge stone door that fills up the entirety of the doorway.
Can you break it?
Stone? I would need something to hit it with that isn't going to shatter on impact.
I mean, you could try.
I'll ask Raina then.
Sure.
I need some kind of opening. Whether I can see through it or crawl
Magic
through it with
hammer.
Merritt's help.
I'm gonna need a rest before I do that again. So,
Then I need to be able to see through it for sure. And make my way in here.
Does anyone have a pickaxe?
Oh yeah, I've got several.
Matt kind of laughs as he like walks into this room with Debbie.
I have a warhammer I'm not currently using.
Oh shit. No, okay. That was for me. I'm gonna make my way over to the writing on the walls and slide my hand over it again, see if I can read these ones.
Okay, then you have to go over here where the writing is.
Oh, it's on the list.
Yeah, western wall has writing, southern wall has the thick drapery on it.
Okay.
And you do not know what language that is written in. It looks, judging by the characters and everything, it looks like similar to what was in the first room.
Wouldn't I be able to read it with the what's that called again? Comprehend language.
How long does it last?
I got 3 charges, and I used the first charge to try to learn that language before.
Oh, you definitely don't learn it. You can read it, but the spell only lasts an hour. And judging by you guys making your way through this entire building and the fighting and all that, you guys have been in here for longer than an hour. So you could cast it again if you wanted to try to read it, but in your current state, no.
Can you read this aloud? Do you think you could translate?
I would be able to if the spell I casted did not run out. And I'm only able to cast the spell twice more times.
Twice more times.
Like, twice.
Twice more.
2 more times.
I feel like it's an important endeavor.
Devian thinks about it for a minute. Then his gauntlet starts growing and encasing his hand again. And he slides his hand over it, and a purple mist comes off of it as he slides his hands over the writing, and he's casting the ability again, comprehend languages.
Yeah, and as you like slide your hand down the wall and you walk the length of it, you decipher that it says, "Lightning comes before thunder."
Flip back open to that page that you had me write in before, Meredith.
And he'll open it up to the page.
I'm just going to say this one aloud because it doesn't seem like it's all that
Okay.
like important as the other one. It says lightning before thunder.
Lightning comes before thunder, but I mean, I guess it could be you know, not a direct translation.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there's another one in this room over here? Whatever's behind this door?
I'm going to walk over here and like look behind the drapes, see if I can see anything.
I mean, from what you could tell, there's like these thick draperies that hang over the wall, and like peeling them back, you just see that it's like a large, almost like flagstone style, like very rough stone on the wall that almost looks like it was like unfinished, or you know, it doesn't fit with the rest of the stone in the area.
Cliff, what's this door look like?
The door up top from where you are is another wooden door similar to the one that you guys came through in the previous room. Mm-hmm. It's just a very ornate, decorative looking wooden door.
You want to check for traps? I'm gonna back up.
This door, after looking at it, you see that it's not built like a normal door, like with hinges. It looks like this one almost slides down, almost like a paneling. And as you try to do so, it feels like it's stuck, like someone might have something wedged on the other side of it.
But I don't notice anything that might be a trap, just that it's stuck.
Correct. Don't you think I'd have led with the trap? That's fun.
Go get the rest of the group if they haven't opened the door yet. I'm gonna try to open this one. I don't think it's trapped.
And he'll kind of like run off. he prances away. Kind of like he's got like a bouncy kind of, I don't know, half run.
Little pep in his step.
Yep.
I do like a strength check to try to.
We found another wooden door over here.
I'm gonna go try to unlock that one then, because I can't get anywhere with this, and I'm just gonna like throw my hands up and storm after.
He'll lead.
Vakta, as you get in the room, you see Devian like grabbing on to like some of the carvings in this door and trying to pull it down with all his might, and he's just not able to do anything with it.
I'm gonna look the door over. Like I'm just.
Before I leave the door with like the keyhole in it, can I listen to see if I can make anything out about what's going on the other side?
Sure. Give me a perception check. Vakta, you don't notice any traps or anything like that. The door just seems to be stuck.
Like locked or stuck?
Not locked, stuck. Like it seems like it like someone might have purposely jammed it up so it can't open.
Vardrock!
So you cannot make out what they're saying. You can just hear like faint voices like off in the distance, but you can very distinctly tell they were coming from behind that door.
What am I doing?
Break this door.
Help me out with this, yeah?
It's wood. You got this. Break it. And I'm getting the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, you might want to stand back here.
Yeah.
Maybe out of the way of the doorway. Yeah, there you go.
The door
Devian's just
pulls
standing
down.
there like...
It doesn't
Oh,
open. He's like,
I know.
It pulls down.
I'm waiting for traps. Don't worry.
There's no traps. There's no traps. Trust me.
I don't trust anyone, my dear.
Oh, what a shame.
All right.
You should know that better than anyone. when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
So I'm assuming that Divian is helping with this.
Yeah.
So am I doing a strength check with advantage?
Sure.
All right.
I don't know if him helping you would constitute as an advantage or not, but...
It's actually more of its, disadvantage.
Hindrance, yeah. Like, the both of you are like fighting to get grips in this door and this doorway, and like neither one of you able to make any grounds on it.
1 second. I have an idea.
Vardrak's gonna like put his
Balavar.
shield on his back and his hammer away, change his stance, and he wants to give it like another try with both hands on.
I think this door thinks it's better than you.
Did it say that?
Can I like peek into the room if we're like able to pull it down a little bit?
If you were able to pull it down a little bit, you'd be able to, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I heard it say it was better than you.
Give it another shot.
It said, Balavar.
You just hear Balavar come running into the room.
More like Balavar the Bloody.
wall.
He's just kind of like running after him. I got help.
He
It's that
comes
door
into
right
the room. He comes in the room as you see like Vardrak like spit in his hands and like wedge his fingers between the top of the door, and you just hear him like, "Argh!" And it just like you hear like wood cracking and splintering, and you can see on the other side of the door they had like a piece of lumber like wedged up against it so it couldn't open, and you just see that like just snapped in half, and this door just like hits the ground with a thud. Just
Marith looks at Balavar and he goes, guess I was wrong. Oh, well, I mean, I guess the door was wrong. The door is obviously not better than you. It's not even more bad than Vardrak, so really it's no contest. And he just kind of like walks into here.
Just continuing on as
He
he's
just like,
walking
he
away.
shrugs like, guess it's not.
Alright.
as you guys open this door and look in,
All over it.
as you guys open this door and look in, you see that this room, in the far eastern wall, like right across from where you guys are at, more of that thick burlap covering all across that wall. On the ceiling, you could see that there is like tapestries like hung like in a drapery, and they all look like they're depicting battle of some sort. And as you guys make your way into this room, you hear this noise, and you look over to your left, and you see that there is this hooded figure standing up on this like podium, or on like an altar with like a podium in front of him, and in front of him there is this giant black book open, and he's reading from it out loud. And you see that there are 7 people on their knees facing him, and there is another person to his left, so to the right of where you guys are. Everybody go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Yeah, easy.
No problem.
Can I ready in action?
Oh god! Damn it, Vardrock!
I think they spotted Vakta.
Can I ready in action just if they notice us?
No, you can't ready in action.
Okay.
Just because you wouldn't have been able to, you'd have had to say that before you.
I mean, I
Noticed
started
him.
saying it before he rolled, but it's fine.
Actually, you can go ahead because yours wasn't bad.
Okay. If they notice us, I want to cast silence on him.
On
On the guy
The guy.
who's reading.
okay.
Though it is a 30 foot radius, I think.
What's the range?
The range is 120 feet.
Are you within range? Let me see.
Never mind. Should be. If not, can I like stealthily move a little bit closer? Because if I'm not, it's not by much.
I'm seeing 65 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because from where Vardrock is, that's 80 feet.
Then yeah, go ahead, because as soon as you guys walk in and you're looking around, you see him like slam the book shut, and he looks at you guys, and you two make eye contact, and he just smiles.
I mean, I could put it here, but I
Sure.
said on him, so it doesn't.
I mean, that's fine wherever you want to do it.
Okay. That's silenced. I can't make any noise in there. Okay, that was a level 2 spell, so I'll take that.
Yeah, and that's a concentration spell, it says.
Let me look again.
Yeah, it is. Concentration up to
Okay.
10 minutes.
Cool.
And it's only a 20-foot radius.
Is it?
Yeah, 20-foot radius
Oh, sorry,
sphere.
I'll change that.
Centered on the point you choose within range. Any creature or object entirely in the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible there.
Okay, hold on. Can't move it. Hold on. I need to make it bigger before I make it smaller so I can grab this. I can't grab it. Is that 20? I can't see. There's a fucking
Okay,
dude
this
in the
is 20.
way.
Yeah, this is 20, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you see him slam the book shut, and the sound of it like echoes out, and then as you cast it, you just hear like the echo just cut off like midway. It's like boom. And as you guys are there looking, you see the figure next to him pull his hood off, and you could tell it's another one of those ash gaunts that you fought in the room previously.
Oh boy.
And the man that was reading from the book points at the doorway And as he does, you see all 7 of the people that are down worshiping just snap their heads to you. And they get up and they start to draw weapons. And everybody can go ahead and roll initiative.
Fuck.
And without making it seem too meta, Cliff, can we say that with the aura of protection, everyone feels more confident when they're closer to Vardrak?
Sure. They feel safer around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Like that's like a conscious thing that people know without like it ever being explained why, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you just, they've been in battle with you long enough to know what kind of a force you are. And I mean, it's kind of like one of those, like, I'm glad he's on my side type of things.
Right. Ugh, the 9.
And you guys hear Balavar just rages behind you guys.
You might want to get out of the way.
Oh, he just comes pushing through you guys. He's like, it's so quiet in here. And Devian, it is your turn.
How do you move it?
Click it and move it.
Okay.
There's like if you hover over the outside line, there's a little dot that you can click on, and then you just drag. Or no, it's in the center. Sorry, it's in the center.
Yeah, the outside one will resize it.
Yeah.
Okay. I cast Spike Growth right in that area.
Look at those pretty circles. Hey.
Look at the way the colors blend.
I want a circle.
I want an area of effect.
How far away can you cast that from you?
150 feet.
Okay. And you want it right there?
Yeah.
And it is a 30-foot radius, not 20?
Oh, no, it's 20. So, right there.
So go ahead and target the 6 people that are in it.
When a creature moves into it, takes 2d4, 5 feet of travels.
Why not stack it?
Cliff, where's our music?
I mean, it's there. It's just quieter.
I feel slighted.
What does this sound like?
Sounds like my cat walking
Whoop.
on a piano.
Do it twice.
Yeah, right?
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
Ah!
So all of them but one succeeded. So what do we gotta do here? So creature moves into or within the area, takes 2d4 every 5 feet it travels. The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast will make a wisdom perception check against their spell DC to recognize hazardous terrain before entering it.
Oh, so I didn't even. If they were looking this way, then they probably seen it before I casted it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, the ones that are in it, if
They don't take any damage
every
until
5
they
feet-
move.
Yeah, every 5 feet.
Yeah. All right.
And I am moving right there.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all.
Vakta, the super stealthy. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move to here and fire an arrow, which doesn't really do much because there's no Well,
You have a room full of people who haven't taken a turn yet.
that's true. I could use assassinate, but I'm looking to see if I would also get the sneak attack dice. I don't think I do.
You would not. You're definitely not stealthed.
Well, you don't have to be stealth for the sneak attack dice. You just need to either have advantage on the attack roll, or if there's another enemy within 5 feet of the target. Does the thorny thing count as another enemy, or is it just a hindrance?
It's
No.
rough terrain.
Rough
Ah,
terrain.
crap. Alright, well. In that case, no, I don't get sneak attack. But assassinate. I have advantage if they haven't taken a turn in combat, so yeah, I'll use advantage.
Make sure you target somebody too.
Yeah, yep. I knew that.
I know you did. I was saying it for the audience.
Yeah. I totally had that done already.
That is a hit.
And so much damage. Woo.
So that would mean because you had advantage that you do get the sneak attack.
I don't know if that's cheese sticking it or if that's.
No, that's how assassins
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
like
fair.
what
If you have advantage, you get attack dice.
Yeah.
That is fair.
I don't think
Right.
it matters what the advantage comes from.
No, it doesn't.
Dick cheese.
Alright, then I'm just gonna roll the extra 5d6 because whatever I have on my sheet isn't working.
Nut.
Who did you hit? 7? Okay.
How dare a rogue be cheesy?
Right?
Fight me! Actually, please don't. You're kind of scary.
So yeah, these guys get up and start turning around, and you just let this arrow just rip through, and it hits a guy right in the heart.
Oh.
And you see him look down at it and kind of like hold it for a second, and you see the blood start to pour out, and you see him look up at you and smile.
Okay. I don't...
This is
okay. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Cut off the head, the rest of the snake will die.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh boy. So you see the figure that's at the head of the room pull back his hood, and you can just see that it's like green skin just barely clinging to the bone, and he has this like his eyelashes or his eyelids have fallen out, so you see like the full eye socket, and he has this just creepy smile like up to here, and he's just looking at you guys with this smile on his on his face.
Be weird. That's weird.
Theory? Too soon?
Yeah.
Too soon.
Yeah. That's just it.
I wouldn't put it past her.
And you see him looking at you guys with a smile, and he kind of puts his elbows up on the book and his head on his fists, and he's just looking at you guys. Ukto, your turn.
I cannot figure out how to cast spells onto people because I am a Luddite with a $2 mouse that hates my life. So Cliff, if you would be so kind to help me out
Sure.
and cast Bear's Endurance on Vakta.
On Vakta, what?
Not Vakta, not Vakta. I'm sorry.
Right.
They'd be like,
Wrong V name,
I'll
wrong
take
V
it.
name.
On Vardrak?
Correct.
Okay.
I wanted to see Vakta go in there.
Right.
Sorry, Melissa, for getting your
All right,
hopes
let's go.
So Ukto raises her hands and declares, by the power of Tiamat, my brother, may her endurance be yours, and slams her hands down on his shoulders. And you just feel your own scales kind of ripple up, but they don't kind of rest back down. They kind of stay like up.
You don't have that one in your known stuff.
Yes, I do. It's under enhance ability. They changed the way it works, so now instead of having to have like Bear's Endurance and Cat's Grace and Eagle Splendor, it's all one spell that has different like usages. So it grants 2d6 temporary hit die.
Yeah. 1 second here. They actually have it all. So Bear's Endurance, this one, and then boom, that.
Thank you very much.
There's like, holy shit, dude, enhanced ability has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons to press.
It's kind of intense.
Basically, she gave Ardrock a love tap. Get in there.
You got this.
You got this. Tiamat believes on you.
And are you doing any movements or anything?
Nah, I'm hanging tight.
Okay.
Big angry dragon mourn between the enemy and me. I'm good.
Alright. And Reyna.
I know Claire would be like itching to use her turn undead, I'm just gonna say. Like, when she gets a good opportunity, I think that's what she would do. But
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
mm-hmm.
She walks up and she touches Vardrak on the arm and she's like, I don't know about all this, but just don't die. And she touches you and you feel like this glow like rush over you, and you just feel like this rush just flow through your body, and like you just have this like this voice in the back of your head that's just like, I got this.
I mean, is it overpowering the one that already is constantly saying that in his
No. It's like a choir. They're saying it in tandem now. Instead of one voice saying it, you got like another one. It's like, we got this. It's like, yeah, bro, we got this. Yeah, we totally got this. Yeah, bro.
Oh, God.
The voices are agreeing with each other.
These cocky douchebag Vardroks are multiplying in his head.
Yeah, exactly.
Am I the shit? Yeah, I'm the shit.
Yeah, bro, you the shit.
You already know you're the shit, bro.
Self-high
You too,
five.
bro.
Yeah. Oh, God, this is
Make a secret handshake.
Hey, Vakta, I heard that shit.
No. I'm done. I'm walking out. Bye. I'm gonna go steal some more money from some random place.
Hey, what did I tell you about stealing shit?
I'm going to
Normal things.
be appropriate, and it's gonna be mine now.
Yes.
Normally, I would have no issues with you stealing from the tombs of a lesser deity than Tiamat. However, these individuals seem particularly fond of money. So, in this instance, let's just leave it for now.
Voxer's gonna nod, But she's kind of smiling, like, uh-huh.
Go ahead and roll a deception check. Marith,
Sure, why not?
Marith, what level is your silence?
Let me find where I put it.
Ukto, you can feel free to do a perception check if you want to see if you can tell that Vakta's being genuine when she's agreeing with you.
Uh-huh, very genuine.
Silence is a level 2 spell and cannot be cast at a higher level. So.
Okay. Yeah, you get the inclination that she's not being entirely honest with you when she says that she's gonna return the money.
The rogue? Not entirely forthcoming.
Right, not entirely.
Shocker.
Oh
Like,
my... Guys.
You don't feel like she is outright being maliciously a liar towards you, but you get that idea that she's like, I don't think that you're really gonna follow through with what you said. So
I'm just gonna, like, yeah, and not say anything about the silver I've taken already. Or the gold I plan on taking.
Look, all right. I understand that this is important to you. Can we leave this burial site alone for now until we resolve this situation? In the meantime, I'll make it up to you. We'll go on a girls' night out tomb raiding extravaganza. How's that
Let's
sound?
get out of here.
Yes, I am all in on that. Girls' night.
Defiling tombs.
I'm gonna take Reina with us. Yeah.
Hey.
So as you guys are doing this discussion, you see this one of the priests stand up and he takes his robe off and he just has like these like very primal looking rags underneath, and he smashes his wrists together, and as he does, you guys hear this shockwave break out, and it almost sounds like shattering glass.
We can actually hear this? Oh, fuck.
Alright.
And he pulls the mace out, and it's again the mace that looks similar to the one that you guys seen Orcus carrying. It's like a almost like obsidian looking mace. And he raises it in the air and he says, "For Orcus!" And he charges. And as he charges, you notice that everybody else begins to charge as well.
Get the one with the book.
And as they're running, you're seeing their arms lighting up with all this magical flare, and you're seeing these spells go off. It's not his turn yet. 5. Why is it so hard to find stuff on here? I'm just moving these guys all in one turn as one, so it's a little bit quicker in theory. This music is great though. So you see these guys run up, and you start seeing the ones in the back casting these spells, and you're seeing like this purple glow over the front line defense. And one of them runs up, and they like almost like they're throwing like a sidewinder pitch. They throw this orb of energy at Vakta, and you're able to like dodge out of the way of it, but you see it hit the ground, and it just smokes with like this purple smoke. Marith, it's your turn.
Oh. God damn. Okay. Fucking hell, dude.
Earth is standing just to Vardrog's right?
Hmm.
You said Marith is?
Yeah, just to Vardrog's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Don't let that one speak. And he's pointing to the one that's standing over the book.
I feel as though we need to kill him first.
Time to get there.
Mm-hmm. Tasha's Hideous Laughter is only a single target spell, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Hideous Laughter. You can only cast it 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a creature of your choice. Yep.
Okay.
Bard spells are so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like at the end of its turn, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. The target has advantage on the saving throw if the saving throw is triggered by damage. Like that's so like granular of detail, like.
Okay, so that's out of it. Right. I'm gonna use Mantle of Inspiration. No. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm gonna use that as a bonus action. Hold on. I'm so sorry.
So sorry, please.
I'm so sorry. Shit. Fuck. Dude. This is fucking with me.
Is it the music?
A little bit. What are their weapons made out of, Cliff? Are they metal?
They're obsidian.
Fuck you, dude.
They seem obsidian at least.
How dare you? Sorry. I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers on one of the casters.
Okay.
In the back line, I think. Hold on. Dissonant Whispers. What is the thing on that? The range is 60 feet. Hold on.
Yep, 60 feet.
Yeah, he's right in range. Cool. Caster in the back line in the middle. Say, let's see if you move even swifter, spurred on by this Dissonant Whisper, and I'm going to roll against him. Yee. All right, that's fine. Good night.
As you say that, you see him do this creepy smile that reminds you of the man in the back of the rooms. And he just basically, like, his eyes roll back and he just falls backwards onto the ground.
Okay.
Men with creepy smiles.
Okay, so as my bonus action, I'm going to expend a use of my Bardic Inspiration to grant 5 people 5 temporary hit points. So let's see, Vardrak,
Ukto already has 15, and Vakta already has 5.
Devian.
And Balavar already has 15.
Yeah, I'm not targeting Balavar.
Well, I'm just letting you know to save you time.
Right now. Where's me? Me. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Vardrak doesn't have any temporary hit points.
No, Balavar, Vakta, and Ukto.
Oh, okay. Do they?
Yep. And they do temporary hit points do not stack, so
Okay. Well, yeah, it's the greater of the two, I believe.
yeah, correct.
I'm gonna target Balavar just for shits and giggles, so I can try to get him back there faster.
He already has 15 temporary.
I know.
You said okay.
I mean, it's not gonna give him the temporary, but it still allows him to use his reaction to move up to his speed.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So everybody that I targeted gets a chance to move. We go for the one with the book.
Goes back.
Reyna would also get a chance to move, but I feel like might be comfortable where she is currently.
I feel like she'd probably move up towards like where, like to stay within casting range of Vardak.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fair. Cool. And that'll end my turn. Sorry that took so long. I had to think.
Okay. Vardrak.
So Ukto slaps him on the shoulder and gives her his thing, the thing that she gives, and Reyna gives him her power, and like he just lets out this bellowing battle cry. Sounds more beastly than human, and he like takes off charging towards this guy. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. Okay. Let me see. Who are you? You're the guy. Okay. Was the Ashgaunt the one that was reading from the book?
Nope.
Okay. It's this other guy, and the
Yep.
Ashgaunt is protecting him.
Yep.
Okay.
Now you don't get the impression that he's protecting him.
Okay. Well, he is going to go for a swing with Divine Smite. Let me see if he wants to do anything else here. Hold on.
can roll to play Eye of the Tiger.
No.
Do it, dude.
Actually, we're gonna add a Searing Smite on top of that as a bonus. And let's see what we get.
I really want cookies right now, and it's kind of a shame because I don't have any.
Can I use 2 PP to reroll that?
Sure. It's your PP.
Alright. Since I got the freebie from the previous crit, so might as well. Let's try it again. Really?
Oh my god.
Oh well. And
As you come up and you swing, he grabs the book and he holds it up, and you smash your warhammer into the back of this giant tome, and it almost feels like you're hitting it against like solid rock. This thing is so sturdy, and you just hear this like bone-chilling cackle coming from the other end of the book as you do it. He's like, "You will all make worthy sacrifices to Lord Orcus."
The mention of that name just makes his blood boil. He's like, just
Kill him faster, kill him faster, kill him faster, kill him faster.
He is just like
Death,
radiating
death, death,
heat
death, death.
instantly from this.
Death, 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 death.
But he is done for now.
And you see this thing just start moving out of the corner of your eye as it comes at you, and it starts swiping at you with these claws, and you're able to dodge out of the way of it. But you see it's another one of those Ashgaunts, and this one's claws seem to be like glowing purple. Is Asha doing anything?
Nope, she's just staying alert and looking out for danger as he told her to.
Oh yeah, I can't do it that way. I can do it this way. Alright. Boop, boop, doop, boop, boo. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, anybody that's watching on stream, but I always roll Balavar's shit on screen so you can see to make sure that I didn't fuck this up. So like when he's like, "You broke my weapon," like, no, the die broke your weapon. I didn't do shit. And Balavar just comes running up when this guy, he's just now bringing the tome down, and Balavar just hits him with this pike twice. And as he goes to go for the third one, he blocks it with this tome. And give me a perception check, John. You notice that, like, as he's moving this tome around, it almost looks like the tome is like patchwork fashioned together from different types of skin and hide.
Oh.
Yep.
Devian, your turn.
Okay.
If you're shooting arrows at him, you're gonna have to do it at disadvantage.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Because he's standing behind a podium, so he has more than half cover.
Ooh, so anything like ranged would be at a disadvantage, huh?
Yep.
Was I standing right here?
Sure.
Alright. Misty stepping the rest of the way right here. And is this still at disadvantage?
Nope, you'd be good from that angle.
Alright.
He did not make his save.
Alright. His next action is gonna be at disadvantage.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Vaktar the Undying.
That is me. Alright, I'm gonna move. Oh, I just moved the entire map. I didn't want to do that. 30.
We're trying to move the
Every
world.
time I keep counting this out and then forgetting which square I'm going to. Okay. Now let's untarget that guy. Because I'm aiming for this guy. From this viewpoint, is he still kind of blocked by a podium?
Correct. You'd have to do it. Well, so you get advantage because of the fact that he's engaged with somebody else. Isn't that how that works?
Yeah.
But you're at a disadvantage, so you would just do that normal. But you don't get your, like, super secret advantage die.
So I don't get my sneak attack die, even though
Correct.
he's engaged with someone else? Because I don't
no,
need
you'd
to
get-
have
Right,
advantage
you get
on
it
the
for that.
roll if he's engaged with someone else. I don't need to have
Yeah,
advantage.
you get that one. You don't get the other one.
Okay, so yeah, assassinate doesn't really get much. Other than hey, voila, advantage. Okay, so
Yeah, once per round.
once per round, but if yeah, it equals out anyway.
I hate my ability to do more damage.
Assassinate doesn't really do more damage.
Gives you.
Wow! Oh my god.
No.
There's your second d20. Or wait, no, we've got the table now. Your opponent parries your awkward attack.
And you hit yourself in the groin.
Because that matters so
Ow.
much to a girl.
How though with your attack?
I'm gonna draw my bow and somehow, like, that
Um.
doesn't make sense. Like, it's not.
Well, it says if this action is impossible, your original target receives an action point. So if you want, I'll just give him advantage instead of you being getting hit with this negative.
But he would have had disadvantage on his next action.
So he would just be a normal attack.
Normal attack.
Yep.
You're the DM. You make the call. I just whatever.
I'm asking you. I mean, would you rather have a half movement and -4 to all actions for 1d6 plus 4 rounds, or do you
No.
want me? Okay. So you move up, and so Debian comes behind and casts this spell. Does so much damage. So much damage. And he kind of snaps his attention over to it as you like run up, and he sees you in his peripheral, and he turns to look right as you shoot the arrow, and he like swats it out of the air with the book, just knocks it down. And again, he looks at you, and he has no eyelids, so it's just these wide eyes with this giant smile, and it just sends a shiver down your spine.
Man, this music is great. I'm enjoying having it.
Let me see. Thank you. I'm glad I got it to work this way, though. So he looks at you with this smile, and you just feel like you feel his gaze cutting through you, and you just feel this uneasy feeling. And like you notice like this necrotic seepage like on your arms. And you just feel this burn, and you're able to like shake it off. And when you look down, there's nothing there, like it was all in your mind.
Huh.
And he like almost without looking just turns his body and slashes across Balavar's chest. And all the while he's just laughing while this is going down. I think you all fail to realize who your true master is. Ukto.
Sorry, really quick looking. So I'm going to use my channel divinity ability from the ambition domain to create a mirror image of myself.
Okay.
It doesn't say what type of cast time that is, though, or at least I can't find it. I might just be looking in the wrong place.
I think you just gotta look at channel divinity. And then I think it tells you in that alone, because I think they all have the same.
Because some of mine, it says it's like a reactionary action or something else. This one doesn't say. I also have mirror image. I could just cast that if that's easier.
It just says as an action you create a perfect illusion of yourself. So yeah, like you don't have to do anything extra for it.
Okay, so it's just a standard action.
Yep.
Then I will use my turn to do that. Declare by the might of Tiamat, she is my only master, and kind of raises her arms up and she splits into two beings.
And your duplicate is red scaled instead of blue scaled.
Is it red and black instead of blue and white, or is it red and white?
Red and white.
Okay, thank you.
And it says that it can move to any unoccupied space you can see within 30 feet of you. So I put the little token in front of you. Feel free to move that where you want. If it'll let you. And then it says, as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the illusion up to 30 feet to a space you can see, but it must remain within 120 feet of you.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, or if you have any bonus spells, you can cast any bonus spells right now through your illusion.
I do not know what bonus spells are, so I do not know that I have any.
So none of the ones on yours look like they are.
Yeah, I figured. It's cool. I will just move myself an additional 30 feet.
Okay. Well, yeah, you could move yourself. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to look through all your shit real quick.
Or rather, move the illusion an additional 30 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah, you definitely can do that too. And it doesn't look like any of yours are bonus actions, so. All right.
And that is my turn.
And Reyna kind of scurries up behind you guys to keep you within range. And she doesn't really have anything else that she can cast. It would be beneficial in this situation, at least.
Group of big dudes undead. Do they look undead?
Oh, I mean, yeah, the two dudes in front do, for sure.
No, I meant like the group of cultists here.
No, they just look like a mixture of human and elf, and then they don't look undead at all to you guys, though. The one runs up to you and he's like, "This one's skin will make a fine mask." What is it? What is it doing? Hold on. A 10 wouldn't hit you anyways. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter what he's doing.
Yikes.
How about some uncanny dodge? That'd be great.
Yes, it would.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't realize that my cat muted me. He stepped on switches.
You're only allowed to use uncanny dodge, what, once per turn?
Yeah.
Or once per round?
Yeah.
So when would you have used it? The first hit?
I would say the most recent hit. I think that one was.
Well, no, you can't say it retroactively saying, "Oh, I'm gonna dodge it because it's the most damage." So you can either take the first one or you can take future damage.
Well, the first one then.
Okay.
That would look
Like the
particularly bad.
necrotic
Oh, he hit me. That one's gonna hurt more.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
see, he hit me, and that brought to my attention I was being attacked, and then I dodged the next attack. See?
Hmm?
Logic.
Uh-huh.
Cat hates me.
26, okay. So I negated 11 damage for you.
Thank you. Ow, pain. Ow, pain.
Okay.
No. Okay. Ow. Dick.
I'm gonna
As
do
a
all these at once.
reactionary, as a reactionary thing to being attacked, I use warding flare. It's one of the divine things I get.
Do you actually have that one on there? I didn't see that.
Yes, it's part of the ambition domain.
No, I
'Cause,
mean,
you know,
like, did you have it added? You didn't have it added. I'm gonna add it to you real quick here, so you can actually cast it. Or did you have it? No, you didn't have it. Okay, so that's fine. Boop. Put that on there. And
any creature within 30 feet that attacks me takes disadvantage because of a bright light. I've been waiting so long to actually get hit in combat so I can use that. Just been here like, something hit me, come on, something hit me.
okay.
And now everything in every combat after this is gonna go after me.
Like, don't worry, we'll grant your wish.
Cliff's like, I got you.
You would have got hit with it either way.
Yeah, I can do it afterwards.
No. I did it. I rolled another one. It has to roll disadvantage. It takes a lesser of 2, but you would have got hit by either one of them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I get to use the thing.
You did get to use it, and just remember to keep using it. And now that I added it to your thing, it'll be easier for us to use in the future.
I feel like we need to have or can I do that on my own? Sit down and add all of my junk from my weird domain.
Yeah. I mean, all you gotta do is let me know to turn the server on, and you can definitely add that on your own.
We might have to do that on Sunday.
Yeah, no problem. So, as you guys are moving across the battlefield, you run past the entire pack of these children of Orcus, and Vakta, as you stop to let that arrow loose, you just see from your peripheral just this entire group come at you, and both of them come next to you, and as they do, they both like raise their hands in the air, and you just see this like wraith looking like purple humanoid form crawl out of the ground and begin swirling around you guys, and you're able to block off one of the attacks, but as you do, the other one comes up and does the same type of thing, and there's spiritual weapons flying everywhere and guiding bolts flying everywhere. One of them turns and runs towards Ukto and does the same thing, raises his arms up, and you see this spirit come through and crawl out of the ground, this purple wraith form. And you see this big giant flare of bright light, and as your eyes readjust to it, you see her getting hit by this creature. All the while, Vardrak, you're hearing these spells going off from behind you, and over your right shoulder you see this bolt fly, and you hear this spiritual weapon, which you've come attuned fighting with Reyna to know what a spiritual weapon sounds like at this point, come crashing down behind you. Marith, your turn.
Okay. Christ. I am. Is a diagonal 5 feet?
Yeah.
There. Okay, so that's 25. I'm gonna say. Could Vakta see me from there?
I mean, you're 20 feet
Nice.
away and she's being bombarded by magic.
Right, but I have a mantle of inspiration on, and I am otherworldly kinds of beautiful.
You
So-
don't have a mantle of inspiration on because you lost your concentration.
Did I?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what I'm gonna be using. So I will be otherworldly kinds of beautiful, maybe enough to make her see me.
I mean,
My question is only if
Let him be beautiful, Cliff.
I always have eyes for Marith.
I mean, you can be beautiful all you want. What does the spell mean that she has to see you for it to work?
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
that's why I couldn't cast her on it when she was invisible, because she was invisible and I couldn't see her.
Give me a perception check, Vakta.
So like, I have to see her and she has to be able to see me.
Oh, that's not Bear's endurance.
Oh, booyah.
Yeah, I'd say she sees
25
you.
altogether.
Okay. Does she see me?
Yes. I said that already. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. So 1. Wait. You don't need that. Let's see, 1. Target myself because I want to be able to move as well. And Ukto. And right, I want to be able to move right now too. So I think that is 1, 2, 3, 4. One more person. Can I target her mirror image?
Sure. I mean, you can't target it, but if you want to use the mirror image, that's fine.
Okay, so would her mirror image also get 5 temporary hit points?
I don't think the mirror image gets hit points.
Oh, okay. But would it be able to move as a reaction?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that will be my 5th.
Okay. So Ukto, feel free. You targeted Ukto, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can feel free to move yourself and your mirror image up to 30 feet.
Oh, I didn't mean to do Inspiring Leader. I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong one. I'm gonna tip Mantle of Inspiration. That's my bad.
God damn it! Now I gotta
I know,
remove that
I'm so
from everybody.
I'm so sorry. Bad Bard. Bad.
Now they don't get shit. No. Oh shit! That added more temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
That's my big 10-minute one.
No, not anymore. It ain't.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's everybody. Wait, no, I lied. All right, there you go. You're good.
Okay. There you go. So you can all take your reaction.
Hey, John, give me a d20.
Oh shit.
So Ukto, if you would like to move, Vakta, if you would like to move.
Doing that.
Very much like to move.
Where's my goddamn rolls? Swear to God, Cliff.
If you feel like Reyna would move.
John, all of your 20s are now what? No, I'm joking. Actually, like you hearing him mention Orcus has put you in such a rage that until your next long rest, all of your attacks do an additional 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You have to remember to do it yourself, though.
All right. I'm also going to take my reaction immediately and move here.
Is there such thing as old Red Bull?
And Ukto, did you move yourself there?
Ukto did not move very far, but the mirror image did.
Okay.
Mirror image is up in the nitty-gritty of things.
Yep, I see that.
It's
All right.
intentional.
Okay, so then I'm going to use my action.
Wouldn't it be casting that in action?
Hmm?
Wasn't that
No,
thing that you casted in
That's a
action?
bonus
No?
action.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, Mantle of Inspiration is a bonus. And then the reaction went through. I just did it backwards.
No, there's no wrong way to do it. It's fine.
Okay. Shit. Right. Okay. I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers. On what is my range on that? 60? It's 40. Okay, cool. I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers on the one right next to Ukto. I'm not sure if you've heard, but I know of a powerful word, and I hope that you're hurt when you're put in the dirt by the movement I've suddenly spurred. So I'm going to cast that on him. He's got to run away. This whole movement.
He has to run away from you, right?
Yep.
On his turn?
I think it's immediately, but let me double check. On a failed save, takes 3d6 if takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
It does not have any free actions available because it already went on this turn.
Reaction.
Oh, reaction. Okay.
Yep.
So you're there. So. All right.
Let me tick that off my spells. Okay. Cool. That's my turn.
All right, Varjak, it is your turn.
Oh. Vardrak is going to quicken spell. And he's going to cast.
You're really quiet right now, John.
Don't know.
Probably just gotta move your mic down like a centimeter.
Seems further away, but okay. Let's see. Hold on. Let me untarget him. And let's target himself. Okay. He's quickening a spell, and then he is going to use protection from evil and good. Alright. And then he is going to target this dude again, which he still has all his shit on him from last turn. And he's going to take a swing. Awesome. Let's see. Yeah, 2 3s the last time. 4 die. And then you said additional 1d4 for
Bludgeoning. Yep.
the bludgeoning effect.
So 50 points of damage, not too shabby.
All right, and then that's his first swing. On the same guy, he's gonna wind up and swing again.
That is a hit.
All right. So let me make sure my shit's still on here. Okay, Death Ward, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so doing another 3rd level Paladin Smite, a Divine Smite.
Damn.
And then the additional 1d4 bludgeoning. Alright, so yeah, he hears him utter the names Orcus and telling him he's worshiping the wrong god, and he just goes nuts on this guy.
Yeah, you hit him with it, and the first one staggers him back a little bit, and the second one almost knocks him down onto the ground. And he stands up, and for a brief second, you see the smile fall off of his face. But he locks eyes with you, and that creepy fucking grin comes back on.
And Vardra just stares at him like he is like there's that intent to kill again.
All right, you got any bonus actions or anything, or is that it?
That was it. Casting the protection from good, evil, or good was moved to his bonus action. So the only thing he's got left is to move. But if this guy hasn't gone anywhere, he's not moving.
No, he took a couple steps back when you hit him, but he's still there,
within the same square.
Right, for him being, just wearing a robe and shit, I would feel like if it wasn't for the fact that this dude is a Orcus worshiper, that Vardrak would actually be impressed with the way this guy's taking a hit.
Mm-hmm.
But he is, so,
Actually, how banged up does he appear to be?
I mean, he looks pretty bloody. I mean, he's still keeping a good composure for how he is standing and everything, but you could see that he's bleeding this thick brown ichor.
Okay. Let me see here. I probably can't do that. Yes, I can actually. Okay, so before I end his turn, I want to take that one that was rolled by his Searing Smite, and I want to re-roll that. So that's my left. Shut up.
God damn it, Siri! From beyond the grave.
Right. So re-roll that. Yes. So that's add 5 damage since I rolled a 1 the first time. And if it gave him the burning effect from the Searing Smite, remove that, because his protection from evil or good concentration is going to override that, so he can't maintain that.
Okay, it didn't.
Gotta run, I'm sorry.
Right. And now I'm done.
Alright, and it's 11:30, so we're gonna have to call it, aren't we?
Yeah.
You guys suck, you know that, right?
Thursdays.
Yeah. It wasn't like we've been playing this game for a year or so now, and then you guys did Thursdays or anything. It's cool.
Bruh, it's fucking raid season. You can't do this to me.
I tried so hard to do this, and it just wasn't happening.
Okay, I love you guys. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Good luck.
Yeah, well, if we're losing two of the people we have here, I guess we're gonna call it there, unfortunately.
Bye,
So-
guys. Love you all.
To be continued on this one. Thanks everybody for popping in here. As always, thanks to the players. You guys are awesome, especially the 3 that are still here. Motherfuckers.
Oh, shucks.
Motherfuckers. Yeah, so next week, expect even more production value out of the design because I'll have more time to actually do things and yeah, and then it'll look nicer. Thank you to, again, the players for coming in here. Thanks to everybody that popped in to watch. Thanks to Stark and Mr. Green for the host. Grinch, thank you for the legendary table roll. And Full House 7, thank you for the follow. Yeah. So, with that being said, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and raid us off here. Not raid like what they just did, where they were rude and left us, but raid as in pass on the love to a fellow streamer. But who do we want to pass it on to is the real... I already know who I want to pass it on to. Perfect. Okay. Well, thanks again, everybody. Bitch. Or I don't know who I'm going to pass it on to. Because this person just signed off as I was clicking on their profile. I got it. Okay. So yeah. So thanks again, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow.
Oops.
I'll be back on tomorrow night for I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think it's more Destiny tomorrow night. And then have the weekend off, and then I'll be back Monday. And if all you care about is D&D, then D&D will be back next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So thank you guys. Have a beautiful night. Bye.